When you test gear, I think it's important to go out and test it in all conditions. So definitely putting this to the test. 2 days ago, it was plus 27 in Calgary. I was testing the Lululemon Power Stride socks. Today, can't really see it, but it's almost snow, plus 5 degrees. But I'm out testing the Power Stride socks by Lululemon. See how they fare in not so nice conditions. It's kind of crappy out here, but this is Calgary in May. We typically get a snow here in May. I'll see how the socks do on this run down in Tuscany on the trails. We'll check back later. So I'm out here on the trail, tested the Lululemon Power Stride socks. I personally like the crew cut, whatever, the taller ones. I got bony ankles, and I like to protect this lower part from trees and branches, like there, going through that kind of nasty stuff. Even though I know my daughters say they don't like the look of the taller ones, make me look more dorky, which I didn't think was possible, but I like the taller ones. The compression, a little bit of compression at the top of the socks, the cuff here, I like the little bit of compression. They're anatomical fit, so there's a left and right sock cut a little bit different on the left and right side. They have flat lock stitching. So they have flat lock stitching, and there's no seam on the inside of the sock, which is a nice bonus. Not all socks have that seamless construction, so that makes for a lot more comfort on the inside of the sock because you don't get those hot spots. They have a good thickness for the road, but I prefer to have a thicker sock for the trail. When I tested these out in the heat 2 days ago, it was 27 here 2 days ago, as I mentioned, I found them to be actually quite warm underfoot. For some reason, I was getting a lot of heat on the bottom here of the sock there and around the heel. And I usually don't get problems with heat management in my socks. So that's something that I'll have to test further, but these are just the initial impressions of the Lululemon Power Stride sock. Well, I've been a runner for well over 35 years, and after thousands upon thousands of hours running, the one thing I am picky about are my socks and shoes, because those are the main points of contact for running. And normally I'm not negative in my reviews. I do my research ahead of time before I purchase anything, but I thought with these Lululemon Power Stride socks, I thought, even though the reviews on Lulu weren't great, I've had lots of Lulu gear in the past and I've been very happy with how it performs. But I must say, Lulu, you did not knock it out of the park on this one. Overall, I would give these about a 6 out of 10. I think the biggest issue I have is that the socks, even though I bought the right size, I find that there's way too much movement in the foot part. So that they have the nice compression, the top, but in where your feet are, your toes especially, I find there's way too much give in the socks. So if there's too much movement, that causes friction, which leads to hot spots and then blisters. So for, I guess, the weekend warrior, or the quote-unquote average runner out there, and I am probably that now, but maybe not years ago, but I do know my gear from testing it and using it again for countless hours. But Lululemon, you did not knock this one out of the park. I would give these socks about a 6 out of 10, and I think that's being quite generous. You have to work on the material in the foot part because for some reason there's way too much give. But sometimes honesty is needed, and I don't like to sugarcoat my reviews, and I want to give honest feedback to those people out there watching these videos that they want honest opinion, not one that's from a sponsored athlete or anything like that. So if you like this video or appreciate my feedback on this, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and give the thumbs up. Please leave a comment below if you own a pair of these Lululemon Power Stride socks in either the no-show or the ankle socks or the crew socks. I'd like to hear your feedback on these socks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Peace from the trails in Tuscany. Doesn't get any better than this.